Good morning, honorable panelists, respected teachers, and dear participants. Welcome to today's forums. My name is Nurhiadatul Safika binti Welfare, and I will be the moderator for this forum on digital ethics, AI, and responsible technology use. Today, technology and artificial intelligence play an important role in our daily lives. We use AI in educational, communications, healthcare, and even social media. However, technology also brings challenges. We must think about ethics, responsibility, and safety. We need to ask, how can we use AI wisely? And how can we protect privacy and human values? How can technology be used for good? Throughout this discussion, we will share our view, respond to each other's idea, and reflect on the impact of technology on education. Let's begin with our first discussion with the first question. But before that, we are very honored to have our panelists with us today. Let me introduce them. For our panelist one, Muhammad Faiz Nabil bin Muhammad Farid, and our panelist two, Azrek bin Rosnadi. To begin, I would like to invite our first panelist, that is panelist A, to share their thoughts on this question.
Thank you, Yadato. In today's world, technology has become a very big part in our lives, especially in teaching and learning. So because of this, digital ethics has become a very important matter. But first, let me explain what does digital ethics really means. Well, digital ethics can be referred to the rules and values that we must follow whenever we are going online. So this includes how we surf the internet, how we interact with other people in social media, and how we manage and store digital information. In simple words, digital ethics is all about doing the right thing, and just like how we are expected to behave properly in daily life. So now, let's discuss the second part of the question, which is why digital ethics is so important in education. Well, one important reason for this is to protect the privacy and personal data. Schools keep sensitive information like the student's name, their examination results. If digital ethics is ignored, so this kind of information can easily be misused or leaked by someone. And lastly, digital ethics helps in maintaining academic integrity. With easy access to the internet, students may tempted to copy other people's work, or maybe they are too depending on the use of AI tools. This is very important because learning should be a meaningful process and not just about getting good grades. To conclude, digital ethics is very important, especially in education, because it helps in protecting privacy and promotes honest learning. As technology continues to grow, digital ethics must be an important part in education.
Thank you for those points. I agree that digital ethics refer to moral principles that guide our behavior when using technology. In my opinion, digital ethical is especially important in education because students are still developing their values and habits. If ethical awareness is not emphasized, students may misuse technology without realizing they have further consequence. For example, issues such as plagiarism, misuse of information, and disrespectful online behavior could occur among the teenagers. Therefore, digital ethics helps students become more responsible digital citizens. I start these questions with panelist B. What are your views on how AI is used by students today?
Thank you, moderator. So, from my experience and observation as a student, AI has become a very common tool in education today. Many students use AI almost on a daily basis, whether it is to understand difficult topics, improve their grammar and sentence structure, or even prepare for presentation and exam. For an example, students who struggle to understand complex theory may use AI to get explanations in simple terms. Others may use it to brainstorm idea when they feel stuck at the assignment. In this sense, AI can actually support learning and help students become more confident, especially those who may not have strong academic backgrounds. However, I think the issue starts when students rely too heavily on AI. Some students use AI not just as a support tool, but as a replacement for thinking. Instead of learning the process, they focus only on getting quick answer over and over the time. This can affect critical thinking, creativity, and problem solving skills. So, overall, I believe AI is neither entirely good nor bad. It is powerful tool, but its impact depends on how students use it. With the right guidance and mindset, AI can enhance education, but without control, it may weaken the learning process.
Based on the points shared, is it clear that AI is widely used as a learning support tool? From my perspective, AI helps students by providing quick feedback, improving their writing quality, and assisting the teenagers in understanding difficult topics. But however, I believe that students must be careful not to rely fully on AI because AI should support learning, not replace students' own thinking and effort. Balance with very important when using AI in education. I would like to open these questions to the panel. Who would like to begin?
Well, thank you, moderator. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is now very widely used in education. Although AI brings many benefits, it also raises some serious ethical issues that we must think about it carefully. So today, I would like to highlight some of the main ethical issues that are related to these uses of AI. One of them is the over-reliance on the use of AI among students. If students depend too much on AI tools, they may stop think independently. Skills like creativity, the decision making, and even problem solving may be weakened within students. Education should help students to think for themselves and not allow machines or AI to help them think. Finally, another ethical concern that I would like to highlight is about the unequal access to this technology. Students from the less privileged backgrounds may struggle, while others benefit from it. So this creates inequality in education, thus widening the educational gap between students. All in all, although AI can improve education, it also creates ethical problems like the academic integrity, honesty, and even the over reliance or to depend on AI use. Therefore, clear rules and guidance are very much needed to ensure that AI supports the learning of students and respects human values.
Hmm. I agree. I agree that academic dishonesty and data privacy are serious concerns. In addition, I think overdependence on AI is also an ethical issue. So when students rely too much on AI, they may lose critical thinking skills and creativity. Therefore, ethical awareness is needed to ensure that AI is used as a tool for learning, not as a shortcut to complete their academic task. Let me direct these questions to panelist A. What does responsible technology use means from your perspective?
Thank you, moderator. So, I think this is a very important question because technology has become deeply integrated into students' academic and personal lives. For me, responsible technology use is not just about following rules, but about having awareness, intention, and maturity when using digital tools, especially an AI. So, first of all, responsible technology use starts with understanding the purpose of technology in education. Technology is designed to support learning, not to replace it. So when students use AI to understand difficult concepts, explore different perspectives, or improve their understanding of a subject, there is a responsible and positive use. It helps students become more independent learners. However, problems arise when technology is used as a shortcut. When students rely on AI to do the thinking, writing, or analyzing for them, they may achieve short-term results, but they lose the long-term learning. Responsible use means recognizing that struggle and effort are part of the learning process. Another key aspect of responsible technology use is academic honesty. As students, we are responsible for the work we submit. Submitting AI-generated content as our own work may seem convenient, but it compromises personal integrity. Over time, this behavior can affect how students value honesty, not only in academic but also in future professional settings. So, responsible use also involves digital awareness. AI is not always accurate, neutral, or unbiased. Students need to understand that AI generated information should be evaluated critically. Blindly trusting technology without questioning its accuracy can lead to misinformation and misunderstanding. Therefore, responsibility includes thinking critically and verifying information. In addition, responsible technology use includes protecting personal data and respecting privacy. Many students may not realize that using certain platforms involves sharing personal information. Being responsible means understanding digital risks and using technology safely. Lastly, I believe responsible technology use is about balance. Technology should enhance learning, not dominate it. Students must learn when to use technology and when to rely on their own skills, judgment, and creativity. So, when used with awareness and self-control, technology can be a powerful learning partner rather than a dependency.
Mm. For me, responsible technology use means using technology, digital tools with purpose and awareness. Students should use technology to enhance learning process, not to spread misinformation, or engage in unethical behavior. Furthermore, a student's responsible to use it also includes managing their screen time. Excessive use of technology may affect a students' focus, health, and even social interaction with others. This is an important question. Panelist B, I'd like to hear your opinion first.
Thank you, Yaratul. Today, digital technology shapes the way we learn, the way we communicate, and the way we think. Because of this, digital ethics is now a shared responsibility. It means that the whole community should incorporate digital ethics within themselves. So although students use this technology the most, educators and educational institutions do play an important role in teaching and promoting ethical digital behavior. Let me explain some of the main key areas in this issue. So first of all, educators should act as role models for ethical digital behavior. So teachers and lecturers are not only teaching subjects, but they also show the students how to behave online. When educators use digital tools responsibly, like giving credits to sources, respecting copyrights, protect personal information, they would set a very good example to students, so that students are more likely to practice digital ethics when they see their teachers doing the same. Therefore, ethical behavior should begin with educators themselves. Secondly, educational institutions must create clear rules and guidelines, like having clear policies on academic honesty, like the uses of AI, and data protection, and the use of digital platforms. So these kind of rules will help students to understand what is acceptable and what is not, what is right and what is wrong. So more importantly, the rules should explain why ethical behavior matters. Finally, another important role of this institution is to provide training and support for teachers. There are so many teachers out there who uses digital tools without any proper training. Institutions should offer training so teachers can use technology confidently and guide students responsibly. A well-trained educator is essential for the application of ethical digital within students. To conclude, educators and institutions play an important role in promoting digital ethics. Teachers lead by example. Institutions provide rules, policies, provides training for the teachers, so that digital ethics is not just about technology, but it is about the responsibility and the values that we uphold together.
I strongly believe that educators and institutions play a key role in shaping students' ethical behavior. Educators should guide students on how to use AI ethically by setting clear rules and their expectation. So, at the same time, institutions should provide provide policies that protect students' data and ensure fair use for technology. When guidance is clear, students are more confident in using technology responsibly. Okay, for now, I would open this question to both panelists. Who would like to start first?
Thank you, moderator. So, I believe the long-term effects of technology use, especially AI, are very significant and far-reaching. If technology is used ethically, it can contribute to a more knowledgeable, innovative, and responsible society. People will develop strong digital literacy, critical thinking skills, and the ability to evaluate information carefully. In education, ethical technology use can produce graduates who are competent, skilled, and adaptable. These individuals are more likely to contribute positively to the workforce and society. Trust in academic qualification and professional competence can also be maintained. However, if technology is used unethically, the long-term effects can be quite concerning. Over-reliance on AI may result in individuals who lack independent thinking and real-world problem-solving skill. In extreme case, society may face issues such as misinformation, reduced trust in education system, and declining quality of professionals. So, from a broader perspective, unethical technology use can also widen inequality, as those who misuse technology may gain unfair advantage. Therefore, promoting ethical technology use today is essential to ensure a healthy and sustainable future society.
In the long term, ethical technology use can help create a knowledgeable and responsible society in our community. On the other hand, unethical use may lead to misinformation, lack of critical thinking, and reduced trust in digital systems. Therefore, digital ethics education should be emphasized from an early stage to ensure positive development in society. For these final questions, I'd like to begin with panelist A and followed by panelist B.
Well, for me, as AI becomes a very famous tool for students to use, they need to learn how to use it wisely. Keeping academic integrity does not mean they should avoid using AI, but they should use it in a careful and responsible manner. So, one important way that they can do is by understanding the limits of AI. You know, AI can make mistakes. They could give wrong information. So it is up to the students that they should not blindly trust the results given by AI. They should recheck the information again and again using various type of sources like textbooks, notes, or any teacher's guidance to help them finish the assignment. And lastly, students should take pride in their own work because doing work independently helps students to improve and feel proud of their own achievements. All in all, students can balance AI use and academic integrity by checking information carefully and also valuing their own effort. When they use AI in the right way, it can support learning without even harming honesty or any fairness in education.
Thank you, moderator. This question is especially relevant today because AI is becoming more accessible and more powerful. I believe balancing AI use with academic integrity is not about rejecting technology, but about learning how to use it ethically and responsibly. To begin with, students need a clear understanding of what academic integrity actually means. Academic integrity is not just about avoiding plagiarism or punishment. It is about honesty, responsibility, and fairness in learning. So when students understand that integrity reflects their character, They are more likely to make ethical choices even when technology makes shortcut tempting. One effective way students can maintain this balance is by using AI during the learning process rather than the final submission. For an example, AI can be used to brainstorm ideas, generate questions, clarify confusing topics, or provide feedback on structure and language. However, the final arguments, analysis, and conclusion should always come from the student's own understanding and effort. Another important factor is transparency. When institutions allow AI use under certain conditions, students should be open about how they use these tools. Transparency builds trust between students and educators and reduces misunderstandings about misconduct. Clear institutional guidelines also help students understand boundaries and expectations. Self-discipline also plays a crucial role. Even when AI tools are available, students must be willing to put in effort. Over reliance on AI may save time in the short term, but it can weaken essential skills such as critical thinking, problem solving, and communication. These skills are necessary not only for academic success but also for future careers. In addition, students should develop ethical awareness. They need to ask themselves questions like, am I learning from this? Am I being honest about my work? Will this help me grow as a student? This kind of reflection helps students make a better decision when using AI. And so finally, I believe the mindset is the most important element. If students see AI as a tool to support learning rather than replace effort, they can maintain academic integrity while still benefiting from technological advancement. This balanced approach prepares students not only for academic success but also for ethical decision making in their future professional life.
Thank you for that insight. To conclude our forum, today's discussion has highlight the strong connection between digital ethics, artificial intelligence, and responsible technology used in education. Throughout these forums, we have discussed the meaning of digital ethics, the way AI is used by students, and the ethical issues that may arise if technology is misused. We have also explored what it means to use technology responsibly and important role played by educators and institutions. From these discussions, is it clear that while AI and digital technology offer many benefits, they also require careful and ethical use. Technology should support learning, encourage critical thinking, and promote positive value rather than replace students' effort or judgment. As students and future educators, we must be aware of our responsibilities in using digital tools wisely. Ethical awareness, balance, and accountability are essential in ensuring that technology contributes positively to education and society. So, in the long term, responsible technology use can help create a more informed, ethical, and sustainable society. Therefore, digital ethics education should be emphasized continuously to prepare individuals for the challenge of the digital age. On the note, I would like to thank to our panelists for their valuable insight and thoughtful contributions. Thank you as well to everyone for listening. This concludes our from discussions. Thank you.